Hello everyone, it is again Season coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about one of the funniest eras of YouTube from a normal person perspective. But before we do get into this video, please remember to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, helps me out an absolute ton. But yeah, we are going to be talking today about the YouTube prank era. So this was an incredibly stupid era, in my opinion. This was like right when I was getting into watching like YouTube a lot. These videos were absolutely blowing up. If you were around in whatever years these were, yeah, prank content was everything. These prank YouTubers were legitimately going from like unknown to millions of subscribers in absolutely no time. It was an absolute cheat code if you were remotely funny and had decent production value. But it was also like the most obviously faked thing ever after a while. And today I wanted to talk about that. So yeah, back in the day, it basically just started out with like social experiments and like low-key pranks. And people would just basically go around and mess with the general public, record it, and upload it to YouTube for views and potentially money. And at the time, a lot of it was like genuinely real stuff, just kind of messing with people, hoping it wasn't a bad reaction. But like if someone would crash out, you would have that recorded and you would be able to post that and you'd probably go super viral. So this went on for a while, and the reality of being a prank channel is no one wants to watch you do the same pranks over and over again. You've got to change it up. And changing it up isn't just good enough. You've got to one-up the other person uploading prank videos. So people would try and do bigger and crazier pranks, and eventually it got like ridiculous. What qualified as like a high tier prank just got to be absolute insanity. People were borderline, like, even not borderline, they were committing like felonies on YouTube. And at this era, it was kind of becoming obvious that a lot of these pranks were completely staged, completely set up. A lot of these pranksters were actually very good actors, but you kind of knew that at this point it had to be fake because like people are out there committing felonies and not even having the cops stop by and say a word, or they would have like the most obvious fake cop ever stop by, so they're like, oh, the cops were called. And this era was just absolutely hilarious because the entire discourse around these videos went from like, oh my gosh, this is funny and new, to like, this is clearly fake, and then their fans would just fight like with their life saying there's no way this is fake. He would never do this. It's clearly a real prank. And this fight went on forever. But these pranks were just like escalating crazier and crazier. And these YouTubers were like never getting arrested. There are a few who like all of their pranks were real. A lot of them did go to jail at certain points. But for the vast majority of the super crazy pranks, it was pretty obvious that they weren't just doing this to the general public without any warning. It was staged, it was set up, it was good acting, sometimes it wasn't good acting, but yeah, the reality is the comments section was an absolute bloodbath. It was like the funniest thing as a kid, because this is like when I was getting from like the gullible, everything on the internet is true, to like the skeptical, is the internet even real era of my life. But seeing these videos and the clearly fake pranks, and just watching like 12-year-olds just curse out middle-aged men, because the middle-aged men would be like, oh my gosh, this is so clearly fake, you would be in prison if you did this to the general public. And this 12-year-old who's been watching this YouTuber for a third of his life is like, there's no way he would ever fake a prank. And these prank YouTubers would like get their fans on board with them, and they would be like, I've never faked a prank. Meanwhile, they're like faking deaths and stuff for a quote-unquote prank. And at the same time, they'd also like go up and assault someone and run away going, oh, it's just a prank, bro. It was such a funny era of YouTube. This was like not right when I learned about YouTube, but this is when I was like kind of getting interested in YouTube. But it was just like the funniest era because it started out as like genuinely messing with the public, and then people realized you couldn't get views just doing the same thing over and over again. So then it just kept escalating and escalating, and you knew where this was going to play out. And it really did get absolutely insane. If you see some of those pranks, the phrase, it's just a prank, bro, was like everywhere. All of my gamer friends were saying it at the same time. Like we would mess with someone in Call of Duty, like shoot someone in a game battle and be like, oh, it's just a prank, bro. And I just remember this era fondly because the fights in the comments section were the best part of these videos. I wasn't really big into the prank videos because after a while, once I knew it was fake, it was like watching reality TV. It's kind of interesting at first, and then you realize you're just wasting hours of your life watching completely fake garbage. But I would still scroll the comments because you would just see like 150 message chains of people arguing if it was real or not. So yeah, that's really all I have for today's video. I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in this type of video where I just pick a topic and talk about it. This is kind of a like very old, outdated style of video. But I was on stream last night and thought about it. Someone said it's just a prank or something, and the memories came flooding back, and I figured I'd upload this. So if you do enjoy these type of videos, definitely drop a like down below. Make sure to leave a comment, let me know as well. I really enjoyed recording this video, just kind of going off the top of my head. And also subscribe if you haven't already. All my socials will be down below in the description. But yeah, that's all I have for today's video. Appreciate you for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. See ya.